Today, I want to talk about how there will be massive liquidations coming. Everyone remembers Archegos, right? That caused billions of dollars in losses to a number of major banks. Well, what if I told you there was someone out there 10 times the size of Archegos that's about to become worthless? Well, stay tuned and let's make some money. And now I'll dive straight in with the key information. So, Just Dario has explained why Softbank is the black swan event. So ARM or ARM is the biggest and most valuable holding in the Softbank portfolio. The Softbank portfolio or Softbank group has a market cap of $60 billion. But now ARM or ARM has gone public, we can really see how much the wider market values the rest of the Softbank portfolio at. He's explained saying now, what value do you think the market is giving to all of the other assets in Softbank's balance sheet when their 90% stake in ARM is valued now at $57 billion, but the Softbank market cap is only $60 billion. That means the rest of their entire portfolio is only worth $3 billion. He said, as I flagged in a previous post, Softbank is so highly leveraged, they're even borrowing billions against their own stock as collateral. And furthermore, the founder has already pledged 35% of his own shares in Softbank as collateral to the personal loans he got from the banks. Effectively, the only thing stopping the Softbank stock from dropping is the ARM stock. But he said Softbank has a problem though. They can't sell any ARM stock until next year because of the IPO lockup, and their brokers know it. This means that in the same course of events we saw with Archegos a while back, it might not be far from running out of cash and collateral to keep running all of its schemes. So Softbank is basically entirely reliant in one stock in its portfolio and is running out of cash and collateral. And obviously if Softbank ends up failing a margin call, it will be the exact same thing that happened with Archegos, just 10 times the size. And over the last few days, as ARM has increased even more, the Softbank value, excluding ARM, is now only $290 million, saying the pop of that Softbank bubble will be loud. As markets are rigged also suggested, he said Archegos capital just 100 times more leveraged. And obviously if something 10 times the size of Archegos ended up blowing up, it'd cause a massive impact not just in Japan, but worldwide. All of those banks that have given loans to Softbank to finance their acquisitions would be taking not just a couple billion in losses, but tens of billions of dollars. And on top of that, short sellers lost a reported $80 billion in November. Barchart posted this article which says that short sellers see an $80 billion hit as the November rally upends their bets, saying the wagers against stocks produced the worst losses since January. It says it was a brutal market for those betting against the US stock market. Short sellers were caught flat-footed as the S&P 500 roared back from a 3-month slump with the strongest gain since July of 2022, hammering them with mark-to-market losses of over $80 billion, which is their biggest hit since January. And those losses are continuing into December with stocks like Coinbase, Upstart, Affirm, Mara, and tons of other small cap stocks or heavily shorted names that have been squeezing and running up over the last couple of days. Remember, as I've said previously, first the shorts close out of their short positions in big tech stocks. Then they close out of shorts in heavily shorted names like Coinbase, Affirm, Upstart and others, before finally closing the worst of their short positions in AMC, GameStop and other meme stocks. We're now seeing those heavily shorted names being short squeezed, and the shorts are indeed taking on massive losses, over $80 billion so far. A chief global strategist has said the shorts had to cover so quickly, it's almost like they didn't know what hit them. The market can be terribly perverse. I also wanted to go through our fast-moving momentum news play of the day from the Millionaire Mindset Trading Group, which today was on SSNT or Silver Sun Technologies. By the way, today is the absolute best day to join the Millionaire Mindset Trading Group, as it's the very start of the month and you won't be rebilled again until early January. Today in the pre-market, I called out SSNT, suggesting to wait for the break of $7.20 and to then jump in for a massive move upwards. I also told everyone exactly when I was buying at $12.59, which was this candle here, just on that break of $7.20 for this massive 91.94% move upwards. Many in the group, like Carly, locked in gains of upwards of 40%, saying, "Holy poop, Thomas, I knew buying this service was a good idea, but Jesus, I made several trades adding up to 40% gains on this explosive play." They said this one single play paid for my subscription. So guys, be sure to join the Millionaire Mindset Trading Group linked in the description below, especially as today or this week is the best time to join. But what's interesting and what's actually bad for the shorts is Morgan Stanley's Mike Wilson warns the stock gains are just a bear market rally. He's saying this rally over the last couple of weeks is just a fake out before the market continues crashing, which may be true, but all the while the market is pumping, these shorts are losing more and more and more money by holding onto their positions. If they haven't closed their shorts and these heavily shorted names continue running, these shorts aren't just going to lose $80 billion, it will be $100 billion, $120 billion, $140 billion, or even more. Mike Wilson is saying that more rises are unlikely amid weak earnings revisions. So Mike Wilson is trying to calm down these hedge funds and say, guys, don't worry, the market won't continue going up anymore, you're safe to hold your short positions. But as I said, as these heavily shorted names continue pushing up, these shorts are just going to lose more and more and more money. And interestingly, Bar Chart has also tweeted saying US financial markets experienced the strongest everything rally during November since 2008. And he asked saying, did anything interesting also happen in 2008? Bar Chart is suggesting this could be the everything rally before that market crash resumes and we enter a full-blown recession. If the market rally does continue and these shorts suffer even greater losses, and then all of a sudden the market turns around and causes a massive market crash, many of these hedge funds will indeed end up liquidated. And what I also find funny is when these short sellers are losing billions and billions of dollars, the mainstream media and their FUD is never far behind. This article came out saying that GameStop investors have stopped buying and started selling as the rally fades. It said call options volume surges for a second straight session, but somehow retail investors are panicking to get out, which I'm pretty sure is the exact opposite that's actually happening, especially if call option volume is surging. How on earth does that indicate retail is trying to get out? Buying call options is the bet a price will rise even higher, so if anything, it means retail investors are buying more. And what I also found very interesting is this tweet from Boss Blunts. Not only are banks very heavily over-leveraged, but bank liquidity is also being drained. He said bank liquidity is being massively impacted due to the Fed's concurrent quantitative tightening and quantitative easing. They can't print money into the system and suck money out of the system at the same time and expect anything more than an artificial pump of GDP with long-term sticky inflation and further devaluation of the USD to end their Ponzi scheme that is fiat. This all comes after that reverse repo facility has dropped yet again down from $2 trillion now to just $768 billion. Liquidity is being drained out of the system and it won't be long until margin calls are here. But guys, be sure to let me know what you think down in the comments below. And as always guys, be sure to ding that notification bell because that way you'll be alerted when I upload a new video. Cheers.